What's up, guys? Welcome to the Crypto Savvy channel. I'm Craig. Let's go over the key indicator charts in the market today, kind of look at what we've been talking about for a very long time. I'll go through what I'd been calling for a long time. Also, remember the Fed meeting, or Fed minutes is today. So you're probably going to see a lot of volatility during that time. So the small time frames really aren't going to mean as much during that time, right before and right after. It's probably going to be pretty volatile for a minute as the markets digest what's going on. But anyways, that sounds interesting. Definitely stick around for the whole video. Make sure you smash those thumbs up. Leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think of the video. So as you guys know, I'm still bearish in the macro on all markets. I do believe the DXY has one more push up, but let's look at the Dow right now. So the Dow, we're still within this wedge. No divergence right here. We did get a little bullish divergence off of this right here, which got us this pump up. But remember, guys, I do think if there is another push up, I'll give you the targets for NASDAQ, S&P, oil, Bitcoin for the next leg up, if that's what's going to happen. But remember, we could be turning around from here, although, like I said, today maybe get very volatile. But if the Dow was to push up, the 0.786 fib from this top to bottom here is around 31.95. As you guys know, I think the Dow has much further down to go. I know a lot of people are calling for a melt up, which a lot of people believe during these bear market rallies, right? Remember, guys, the high is way up here. I don't think we're going to break that high. If we do, then I was wrong, but I do believe we have much further down to go for the Dow as of right now. And so here is, if we do get that one more push up, about 15,733, which would just be retagging the top of this channel here if we're not topped out here. But let's look at what's going on here. So we had higher highs, and when you're using the RSI, you use the close of the candles, right? So we had higher highs in the price action, lower highs in the RSI. That is bearish divergence, right? You could say, well, we had hidden bullish divergence right here in the uptrend. Yes, we had hidden bullish divergence, which seems to be played out and only got us to our bearish divergence right here, which would most likely be leading to the downside, looking at this as possibly topped out. But remember, if we do get a little crazy with the FOMC, with the Fed minutes meeting, then we could get a big ass spike up to this range. But nevertheless, that would be as high as I see this going if it continues up and hasn't topped out. S&P right around the 45-54 range, which again would be topping out at the top of this channel if we do get up. But if you look closely, we also had the same hidden bearish divergence here to get our pump up, leading us into bearish divergence. Now this could still go up higher, right, and still be bearish divergence. So keep an eye on this RSI. DXY, as you guys know, we did get a rejection at our 103.20. Remember, I said if we get above this and get support, then our next stop's 103.78. If we break that, guys, the DXY is going to have a huge rally, in my opinion. But right now, maybe during the FOMC, maybe we see a spike down to 102, back to 103.20. May bounce around this range, pretty volatile. But once it breaks the range here, whether to the upside or to the downside, here are your levels to watch: 102.73 and 103.21. And then, of course, we have our 200 EMA on the daily at about 103.60. Nevertheless, I'm still very bullish on the DXY. Our oil chart, this has been for a year. We called this, we called this when we broke over here in August. We hit it in May. So we called this 62.70 about 6 months before it happened. Hit it, nailed it. And then we talked about bouncing around on this trend line, which we are doing right now. But once we lose this trend line, we come to test those 62.70 again. If that breaks, I see oil all the way down to 27 bucks. That doesn't mean it stays down here for a long time. Nevertheless, that is still my target. So I want to go over this real quick before we get into Bitcoin. I do still believe Binance is in massive trouble. Why and what's going to happen, I couldn't tell you, but I believe the BNB coin is in massive trouble. Look at this video from 6 months ago on the daily. You can see the similarities here. Is this what is coming for Binance over here in the next, 3 to 6 months? Somewhat. 3 to 6 months. As you can see here, this was 6 months ago. Let's look at where Binance is now. Binance is in massive trouble still. We looked for the break of this 256, came back up, retested it. I do think Binance sometime in the very near future is gonna collapse. Now, what happens during that? I believe that BNB is collateralized within Binance. This is just my opinion. Remember, none of this is financial advice. I'm just sharing my opinion and my view on the markets, right? So something is going on there, and I think it is going to be devastating to Bitcoin and definitely altcoins, right? Binance is one of the biggest exchanges with the most altcoins, so just be careful there, guys. I do think something very bad is brewing, and the BNB chart is telling us, right? So let's take a look at another thing right here. This was from June 23rd when I put in my short at 31.42 right here. You can see it, June 23rd. Shorted the shit out of Bitcoin at 31.420 with stops at 31.6. Here's why. And this video is from, let's go to it in YouTube. So this video, the measured move of this in the super bullish case scenario is from 4 months ago, right? When we broke this wedge, right? Let's look at what I said. Would be the measured move of the channel, bringing it up to where it broke out. That gets you to 31.5. Now, that's how I got that target, right? It's also a measured move off of this falling wedge. Now, listen, by chance, Bitcoin does get up here, I will short the shit out of it. And that's why I did that, right? So here we hit it. I hit the day I put it in, the moment I put it in at 31.420, I posted that. I tweeted that tweet and told you guys why and what happened. If you look here, we've also, let's zoom in a little bit. Did we get some divergence here? Yes, we did. We got exaggerated divergence. It's even right here on the 4 hour, right? It's even highs. And then we go down to here, we got lower highs. That's exaggerated bearish divergence, guys. Be cautious. Next real support is around 29,000. If that breaks, then we're looking for about 26 or 27.6. Guys, we'll get bounces in these areas, right? I'm going to stay in my short unless I get stopped out at a minor loss, right? Obviously, there's fees involved or whatever, but nevertheless, when I make a plan, I stick to it. And so far, this is my plan. And a lot of people that think people get wrecked in trading or whatever, that's if they don't use stops, guys. If you're managing your risk and you put your stops in where you are, okay with the loss of that, if your stops get caught, that is how you trade, right? I like to short in a bear market, which I still believe we are in a bear market. This is just a corrective wave to the upside before much more downside. You guys that don't know my targets, stick around. All right, so if you guys are interested in trading, check out my sponsor, Prime XBT. Notice I don't have 50 million exchange links down below because I'm not just doing it to generate money off you guys joining the exchange. It's because this is a trusted exchange, in my opinion, the best out there. Once people go to it, they're usually not going to go back when they see how a real exchange works, right? You can join for free using the link down below. You can go up to the contest section. I will be having a contest soon too, so make sure you stay tuned on that. It won't cost you anything to get in with prizes you can win. But you can join these contests, right? For zero risk. You don't put any money in. All you have to do is sign up to the platform using an email, email only. Definitely check them out. You can trade Forex, gold, silver, oil, S&P, crypto, everything, all from one exchange. So you don't got to keep going back to, back and forth with different exchanges. They don't hedge all your trades into one trade. So you can hedge your trades and have different trades in all at the same time. Using my promo code Savvy50 will get you up to a $7,000 bonus. Savvy25 will get you 25% off your fees. Now let's look at the daily here. So I talked about one more possible push up. Now let's talk about where that would be for Bitcoin if we do get that one more push up, right? So looking at the daily here, guys, you can see this is impulsive. This is corrective. Impulsive, corrective. This is a correction wave. Bear market rally. False bottom, always followed by the real bottom, right? As I've been saying, I think the real bottom will be sometime in September, October of this year. Now, let's take a look at what's going on here on the daily. So on the daily, we took a measured move of this right here, right? Put it up to the top. This gets me possibly 32.8 range, 32.9, 32.8, 32.9, which is also the low from after the high, right? We have not broken that. This high here to this low, you put a line down there. We have not touched that line. If we break above this and hold support, then maybe I was wrong. Maybe the bottom's in, but I don't believe so. I have not changed my view since December 2nd, 2021, where I said I believe Bitcoin will see 3,500 at the end of this year of 2023. But could we possibly bottom out at 9,600 if I was wrong about the 35? Yes. Still, nevertheless, we're getting a lower low in my opinion. And again, if we get up here and hold support and stay above this 32.8, 32.9 range, then maybe I was wrong. But as of right now, everything still just seems to be playing out beautifully. Now let's zoom into the 4 hour and look at where we're at. So, all right, here is our 21 EMA is the blue, which rests at about 29.6. And this is the daily, guys. And then we have 30,200 right here, the 13 EMA. And as of right now, we are below the 8 EMA, which is around 30,500. If that holds as resistance, chances are we get down to at least this 28.9 level, maybe get a bounce there. Remember, there's always going to be bounces, right? Nevertheless, I am in my short from up here at 21,420. I'm going to stay in that unless I get stopped out at 21.6, and then I'll be looking to short 32.9. Have a plan, guys. Stick to your plan. What is this? This is the CME gaps, right? This is just to show you. I do it on the 8 hour, right? This is to show you. All these are in the daily, but we have one in the 8 hour at 35.70, the CME gap way down here. We have one at 97.40, one at 11.2. I do believe these gaps will fill. All right, looking at the Amazon back in the .com bubble, this is what I was talking about back here. And if you remember, I said the false bottom would be when we broke this weekly EMA, which we broke the weekly EMA trend line right back here was a false bottom. I thought it was going to be later in, well, actually the beginning of this year. We did hit it earlier. But if you were watching me back then, I said November would be a good possible time because everybody thinks that Bitcoin has to bottom every 4 years and then top every 4 years. Well, that played out anyways. But as you can see here, we still could have a lower low. Now you say this was only a small bounce. Yes, but it was over 100% rally right here. That was over 100%, just like we've had here, right? Now we roll over and come back down to where the bubble began. Let me show you another bubble. Right here, this is Nintendo bubble pop, right? As you can see what happened here in the bubble pop, came back right back to where it began, right? Same type stuff, guys. This is a pattern. It doesn't matter what the hell, it doesn't matter what the hell the asset is, right? It's a market. Markets are based on human emotion. It runs in patterns. Smart money knows this. Smart money plays these patterns, right? So as you can see, we had false bottom here, another false bottom. Sony had a lot of false bottoms, right? Does it play out like that? Who knows? Either way, this is still a false bottom in my opinion with a bear market rally. This is redistribution. That means smart money is distributing by selling high-priced asset to the masses, the retail, to only bring it back down to lower lows. Where will they accumulate? Right down here at this red line under 10,000, in my opinion. Anyways, let me know what you think of the video, guys. I hope you guys had a great 4th of July. As you guys know, I'm not as active in my social media. My links are down below for my Twitter and my Discord, but I'm in the process of actually getting ready to move right now, so it's been very busy. We've been building a house for the last year, and we are so close to getting in. But anyways, that's why I'm not as active. So I'm not as, commenting as much with my Twitter to a lot of questions and stuff. I try to when I get a chance, but I will be way more active as soon as we get this move set. I got a lot of things coming for this channel, so make sure you guys subscribe, smash that thumbs up, leave your comments below. Check out these videos. Here's a tutorial on Prime XBT and my Amazon compared to Bitcoin chart where I started talking about all of this. I even explained there would be big bounces on the way to get people super bullish again, only to go to new lower lows. Take it easy, guys. I'm out. Have an awesome day. Trade safe. Be careful. Today could be tricky.